What's up, everybody? Welcome back to All the Warpath. It's Sanchez 405. If you're new, make sure you click that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime there's new content posted. And as always, like, comment, share this video out because you know what we're doing here, family. We're talking Washington Commanders all the time. And on Wednesday, the Washington Commanders have found their quarterback for the future, as they call the Indianapolis Colts, and they strike up a deal for quarterback Carson Wentz, the former second overall pick in the 2017 draft of the hated Philadelphia Eagles. And he was traded to Indianapolis prior to last season, where he threw 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 3,500 yards, and he started all of those games last year. 17-game season, and he started all 17 and appeared in all of them there. So Carson Wentz, what do you get here? This feels like a single rather than a home run. You know, Ron Rivera's talking about swinging a big stick, pause, but this is what you come up with. Carson Wentz. Now, he's not a bad quarterback, don't get me wrong, but it's just something about Carson Wentz. Very damaged goods. If you look at him going back to his time in Philadelphia, he was on an MVP tour pretty much back in his sophomore season. Got injured in L.A. against the Rams. Nick Foles picked up everything, took him to the Super Bowl, won it, and won the MVP. They built a statue to Nick Foles and Dougie P. Maybe he got scared because Dougie P was back in his division. I don't know. That's why they made the trade. But something about him, it always seems like he's a little mentally soft. He has durability issues. I don't hate this move, but it's just like, it's meh. It's like Bart and Lisa. It's like, you know, you say, you want to do something? Meh. That's exactly how I feel right now. I feel very meh about this. I'm not mad, but I think it's ironic that they talked about making a big splash at quarterback, and this is what you come up with. A guy who has fallen from glory or fallen from grace. I mean, maybe not even saying, maybe that might be a little much in saying that, but you also look at what you gave up for the guy. You didn't give up too much for him. You're giving up 2 third-round picks, this year's third-round pick and next year's, which could turn into a second-round pick if he plays over 70% of his snaps in 2022. Also, you look at them flipping second-round picks, so Washington will fall back into the second round. Also, from the standpoint of it, he has a roster bonus due on Friday of $5 million. Washington will pay that. And then also his salary for the 2022 season is $28 million. Now, what that does against the cap, my God, I don't know if he's going to be, bad for the cap or good for the cap. We don't know. I would think that you'd want to restructure that, so you could possibly bring in some free agents. We saw Bobby Wagner's out there. Amari Cooper, who they tried to get a couple years ago, is going to be out there on the market. J.C. Jackson is going to be out there, cornerback, a big physical corner that maybe could play a good role here in Washington. Those are the things you got to look at. But Ron Rivera and company, Martin Mayhew, they like Carson Wentz. Marty Hurney, so he's going to be where Washington goes from the kid who was Prince of Pennsylvania. Now it's going to be Winsington, D.C. for the most part here. I don't really want to go and dive into a lot of this because later tonight, Rio Robinson and we are going live 7:30 for Chain of Command, and we're going to talk about this a little bit more in depth. But I did want to give out like my early assessments, and I don't really have it. I'm not going off on this, but I'm not happy about it. I'm somewhere in the middle, and I know he's an improvement over Taylor Heinicke. Anybody that says he's not, you're fooling yourself. You're fooling yourself. Go get checked in somewhere. The man is better than Taylor Heinicke. Let's get it straight. He at least won 9 games last year, right? Taylor won 7. Hey, there you go. But Taylor did. Now you want to say Taylor did beat the Colts. Carson didn't beat the Colts. That's another thing you got to look at there, right? Be really interesting. But, we got a lot of doom and gloomers here. I talked to Toothpick today. He was shocked. He was cussing. Hail to W. Pauly. He was shocked. And it's just like, man, wow. But this is a Washington thing. Now the man who has W on the back of his jersey will wear W on his helmet. Carson Wentz is going to be the quarterback for the Washington Commanders. He gets to rebrand. Maybe he can rebrand himself while we do this rebrand, as we have Commander Carson now leading the way for Washington. You give a good quarterback. This is the best quarterback that Terry McLaurin has. And let's be honest, Terry McLaurin's probably one of the better targets he's had. I know he had some good targets there in Indianapolis, but a number one receiver, you got Carson Wentz now throwing to him, a guy who doesn't really throw a lot of picks. Hey, that might be something worth it. Also, I'd like to note, too, a lot of success from Indianapolis last year was predicated on running the ball. Like I said, 3,500 yards passing last year for Carson Wentz. So they ran the ball. Is Scott Turner looking to run the ball? Or is he going to put this where they're going to be slinging the ball, throwing his shoulder out and everything? Or are you going to focus on getting that second running back to help Antonio Gibson and predicate on the run? I mean, it seemed to work during that 4-game winning streak that you had. Maybe you might want to go back to it. Things that make you want to go, make you say, in that situation. But y'all, on the day that RG3, 10 years to the day, the trade that brought RG3 here eventually brings a new quarterback 10 years later. Carson Wentz is now a quarterback for the Washington Commanders. Whether you like it or not, you got to live with it. But hey, as I said on Instagram earlier today, if you can't bet on anything, do like Calvin Ridley. Bet on your boys and bet on yourself. I'm Sanchez 405. Keep that same damn energy. We'll outlast the bastards together. Love, peace, and hell. I'll talk to y'all later, 7:30 with Rio Robinson on Chain of Command here on this very channel. Talk to y'all later. I'm out.